Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel. And today we're going to be going into another Harbor Freight walkthrough. And I like to do these every month or two, at least once, just to stay updated with what's going on at Harbor Freight, whether they're getting new tools in, new brands in, or just to see what kind of deals they have going on at the time. I like to include new items, and then I also include good deals as well as some deals that I don't think are all that great, or just kits that, most things in there are pretty dang affordable. So if you're gonna spend this much and I really don't like it, I'll usually give you an alternative to something that I think is a little bit better, and then just share some of the deals that they got going on. Icon tools, to me, I haven't really kept up on the pricing as far as when they were first released, but from what I can tell, I feel as if the price has been dropping. Now, it could just be me getting used to the prices or seeing the prices of Icon tools and just getting more adjusted to them, because when they did come out, to me, they were way overpriced for what they are. I mean, people go to Harbor Freight for affordable, decent quality stuff. Now, I get that Icon is their top of the line, and I get it. Icon has been blown out of proportion on YouTube. Everywhere you go, Icon this, Icon that, the last year. But I believe a lot of it was overpriced, and I feel as if some of the pricing has came down. And if some items haven't came down, I feel like they've done a lot of deals and stuff with them to really cut the prices down, because truthfully, I don't think they were selling as much as they really thought they would. I know for a fact the toolboxes aren't selling as well as they had hoped they would, and the tools, they're doing decent, but I really think people are really waiting for those deals. And so I feel as if the prices dropped, but let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. I also state in some of my videos that Harbor Freight is a good place to go to for decent socket sets, whether you're looking for just a ratchet socket set combination or a full-on set like the 301 piece set or anything like that. Now, they do have some decent sets there like that. Now, there are also ones that I wouldn't really suggest that aren't really geared for a mechanic. It's kind of like a household set. I'll have one in this video. That is not what I'm suggesting to somebody that's a weekend warrior, DIYer, that works on a good amount of stuff. This is for the person tightening door cabinets, or installing a door or door handle, or small things like that they're going to be using the kit once a month or something like that. There is something like that, and it is affordable. But if you use it as a kit to work on a car, you're going to find it very insufficient, and the quality is going to be lacking. But we'll get into that. And please share your thoughts down in the comments. Just like a lot of other brands or companies that sell more than one brand, Harbor Freight is no different. Harbor Freight has a very wide variety of tools, and they have their stuff that they consider they're good, they're better, and they're best. And the way they can save a lot of money, they keep all of these products from the same factory a majority of the time, or a lot of the items for that brand lineup, like Hercules and Bauer, especially their accessories, like the little bit sets and adapters and all of that go with your drill and impact driver and stuff like that. A lot of those are going to be the same, with very minor changes to them in order to kind of justify that higher price for their best lineup compared to their better lineup. Kind of like the Pittsburgh ratchet and socket set, like 21 piece 3/8 drive. It's a ratchet and 20 sockets. And then you have the Quinn one, which is the exact same. You get a blue stripe on there on the sockets and a different handle on the ratchet for a $4 difference, $4 to $5 difference. I promise you, you're not getting a better quality. You can test these things all day, break them all day. It's gonna be like flipping a penny, okay? They're made in the same factory. They're not going to put a lot more engineering into this ratchet and socket set over here for $4 or $5 a set. It just doesn't make sense. Everything is the same. Such thing as something you'll see in this video, a bit adapter, a socket adapter bit combo for a impact driver. It's the same thing, but they've used a black oxide coating on one in order to prevent rusting and increase the quality of it over the other set. You're paying $1 to $2 more, not that much. You get a better rust resistant coating. But also keep in mind, black oxide is also vulnerable to rust if it is not regularly oiled. So let's just be realistic. A lot of people aren't going to oil their tools like that, maybe their ratchets, but as far as their miscellaneous tools, not a lot of people just go through and clean them and wipe them down to prevent that rust. So if you want to save $1 or $2, I know that's just an example. That's really not a big deal. If you want to spend $1 or $2 more for that black oxide coating, I'd go for it. But that's just an example as to many of the items that you'll find in Harbor Freight are very similar, if not the same, that you can save money. You just have to justify how often you're going to be using it. And really, you're in Harbor Freight to save a little bit of money. So it's kind of a toss up there. But let me know your guys' thoughts and let's get into this. And I really hope you guys enjoy. So first up, we have here some Hercules shop vacs, wet and dry. I thought these were pretty nice for the price and seem to be fairly well built. Then over here, I have these 4-tier shelves and they're great for organization. I use them for a lot of chemicals and stuff and held up great. Here's some other organizers that are priced very well as well. Then we have that tool set I was talking about, the 105-piece set. This is more for your just once a month job around the house. It's $50, and then they have a $30 or $40 set below it, $40. It's not going to hold up in the long run. It's going to be insufficient, but it is another set there. I am in love with the 5-drawer. I absolutely love this 5-drawer service cart. I think they're a great deal, whether it's on sale for $160 or at $230. I think they're a great price, and now you can get them in every color. I like to show this basically every time just because it's very popular and very well built and a great deal. Here are the Icon tools. This is a gasket scraper with some bigger picks. I thought it was a pretty good set. Not quite what the gear wrench has that I have, but basically the same price. This I believe to be a pretty handy tool. I would use this if I worked on a lot of dualies or anything with deep dish rims. It's just a sleeved impact extension bar with a collar on it so you can hold on to it while you're impacting, especially in deep dish rims. Here's some of the Icon stuff. It's all of the wrenches are 20% off right now. Like I said, I feel like the prices have dropped, and if they haven't, they're constantly doing deals like this. So I feel like some of these would be really good deals, but some of them are still a little bit high, but definitely better than their generic stuff that they have over to the right usually, which I've done in previous videos. Like this would be $80 roughly. I think that's a good price for that set. Here's the professional screwdriver set, 8-piece set. Seems like a good deal, priced fairly reasonable. The handles are something I would have to get used to. Just holding some Icon tools, I've realized they are comfortable depending on the position you hold the handle. So it could be a little bit of a change. I think this is a great set. Haven't personally used them, heard good things, especially for the Doyle hand tools, the screwdrivers and pliers. I've heard really good things. I love this handle design. It reminds me of the old Klein handle design. Here are some of the other Icon bit sockets that they have, which I think is fairly affordable, especially now. I feel like these were higher at one point and everything's on sale right now, but I think those are priced really well, especially with those organizers. Then they have some socket sets and breaker bars and torque wrenches as well. Then into the ratchets, I feel like some of the larger ones, I think they're priced very well. But once again, they're getting a little high for what people usually go to Harbor Freight for. But I think the prices are fairly reasonable with the ratchets as well. Here, a lot of people don't know that Pittsburgh or Harbor Freight has Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh Pro. The Pittsburgh impact sockets being chrome vanadium, the Pittsburgh Pro ones being chromoly. You can see that coating difference, that flat black versus that semi-gloss, and obviously that material different. I have heard a lot of good things over the Doyle pliers. I haven't used them, but I have plenty of pliers, something over 50 pairs, but this seems like a good set of pliers. It's like Cobra knockoff with the push button. It's got some nice teeth on it. It feels comfortable, and they're priced really well as well. And just looking at the Doyle lineup, I feel like they've done a good job with the lineup, kept prices really reasonable, and done a good job creating some good pliers. So it's a good thing to hear good things about that Doyle lineup. Here's some of the Hercules tools And this is that adapter set that I was talking about. This one is, I want to say, $14 for the 3-piece impact rated set. Here's the non-wobble, and the first one I showed was wobble. And just some of the miscellaneous other sets. And then coming over here to Bauer, you're going to see some of the accessories and some of the power tools. I've gotten into these before, so we're not going to run into those. But they do have deals going on. You spend $150, you get $10 off. So much, you get $20 off and so forth. They do got some good deals going on. But here you see the exact same wobble socket adapter set for $13. The difference here is one's going to be coated with the black oxide, the Hercules, and that is going to help against corrosion and rust. But that also does not mean that you can just call it good with the Hercules, that they're not going to rust. Black oxide does rust. It does still need to be regularly oiled and maintained. So if you're not going to do that, you could save $1 or $2. But here you can see the advanced metallurgy construction resists wear. That sounds like some high-speed stuff, I tell you what. I actually think these are pretty cool adapters. So that's it as far as the Harbor Freight walkthrough. Just real quick, just a few items that I wanted to touch on because Harbor Freight does have a large lineup and I could be there all day. I feel like those are the items worth mentioning as of right now. If I missed any of the new items, it was either that my store doesn't have them or I just flat out missed them. I try not to do that though, but I feel like you can get some really good deals, and I know Icon's been beat to death, and I'm not one of those people that went out and bought a bunch of Icon tools to do reviews on. They have some good deals going on right now. I feel like the prices are lower than they've been, and I feel as if you really are thinking into Icon, you can either wait a little bit longer, see if the price continues to drop, or see if you can get some more additional discounts on top of it. But personally, I think Icon should have started out a little bit lower, and I think they're slowly starting to creep the price down until they see sales starting to increase. Then they're going to keep it at that price, and that's how they did it. I think they overshot, but overall, I think they're all great tools. I haven't heard anything horrible about them or anything like that. I do know a lot of people love the toolboxes, but not the prices, so that's why they're not selling the way they should have. But that can be said about a lot of things, a lot of tool brands out there. As always, Harbor Freight has a great lineup of stuff, especially if you're looking for affordable tools, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If there's anything new out that I didn't mention in the video that you guys really think is worth a mention, please drop it down in the comments for the other viewers, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down in the comment section, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys next time.